A comment I get over and over again as I get older, after every successive relationship failure, after my frustrations, even if I acknowledge where I went wrong, is the glib, dismissive comment that don't give up, there are great women out there. What is frustrating is that women dismiss the whys and hows and what you're trying to explain, what you've learned. Even if you're not blaming women totally, you're frustrated at the imbalance. Again, about the only way you can seem to convey to a female your point of view is to create an analogy that can force her to look at it from your point of view. Because women, naturally, this is the frustrating thing, because they're no good at abstractions, i.e. the abstraction of getting out of their own self-referential point of view and into yours, it's very hard naturally for a woman. Now, I don't care if women get offended at this. Women take everything personally. On my channel, I talk about women in general, and it's like, that's offensive. I'm not like that. You're generalizing. I'm not like that. And this is the frustrating thing when I'm trying to discuss these very important relational issues between men and women, is they can't get out of their own solipsistic, self-referential point of view and see it from my point of view. Here's something you might be able to use that I've used once or twice to get women to understand my point of view, another person's point of view, not just theirs, not their selfish point of view, but a third person perspective. Looking at the situation between a man and a woman as a neutral arbiter and seeing, yeah, okay, I see your point now, human. This is something you can use for women just saying, yeah, I don't care what pain you've been through. Yeah, it was unfair, but there are great women out there. Convey an analogy that might help her to shut her mouth and actually try and see it. Try and see the unfairness that you've experienced, rather than, oh, well, it's your fault, you picked the wrong woman, or there are great women, you just happen to like picking awful women. Give them this analogy from a woman's point of view. Imagine you're a woman that's trying to honestly and genuinely have children, and you keep having miscarriages, you keep having stillborns. And me as a man, I come up to you and say, well, don't give up. Not all children end up as stillborns or miscarriages. Try again. It's your fault. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a weakling. Don't be a wimp. Just try again. LOL. Oh, roll my eyes and think that, why doesn't she just have the guts to do it again? Can you not see how you get worn down? How heartbreak after heartbreak, you don't have any fuel left in the tank. Now, if women can't see this analogy from a man's point of view, like me trying to sympathetically see it from a woman's point of view, I can understand when a woman's had a couple of miscarriages, even though she may deeply want children in the same way men deeply want to find love again, or want to be with a woman, or want to have a family. After a couple of heartbreaks, we're seeing how awful a lot of women out there are. If you were trying to have children, ladies, and just through the circumstances of how those relationships turned out, you got drained and heartbroken to a point where you've just got no more fuel in the tank, you probably can't face another heartbreak. Even if, you deeply want it, it's just not worth it. You've spent the last couple of decades trying and failing, and you don't hate your exes, you don't hate men in the same way we don't hate women. We've spent a lot of energy chasing women, and it hasn't worked out. Now you can just, as you often do, put us down and shame us into trying again. Oh, loser. You're just picking awful women. If that's the best you can do, what chance do you have from men really wanting to try again with women who have that little sympathy for us? We would understand that a woman has every right just not to try again because she's tried and been hurt. Why can't you have the empathy to understand when a man has been hurt so many times that he just doesn't have any more energy to do it? He doesn't hate you, he doesn't care anymore because he cares about what he's got left to use up for the remainder of his life. That's all it is. This wasn't really for women, but for men to use as an example to tell women where they just dismiss you and say, oh, just try again, you're picking the wrong women. Not all women are like that. Anyway, I hope you got something out of this. As always, hit the subscribe and the bell icon, hit the drop down and select all. That helps YouTube share my videos around. Share my videos on your social media feed as well. That helps me out. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Hit the thumbs down if you didn't. Comment below the video. And if you feel like donating, there are links down below. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.